Hi, Al Todd here with another video from my series on how to top rank yourself in the search engines. In this video I'm going to show you how to implement keyword relevancy on your website. Keyword relevancy is the idea that you focus the individual pages of your website on specific topics those topics are keywords that you want to be found in the search engines. This is one of the most important SEO tactics, so this video is going to be a little longer, but it's going to be worth the watch. I hope you enjoy it.
What is keyword relevance? Keyword relevance is the degree to which your website content matches the keywords that your prospect is searching on. So let's do a little search. Let's do a search on Colorado Springs divorce decree modification. And let's see what comes up. Well, right here, this very first link, divorce post-degree issues or modification in Colorado Springs. Somebody's searching for these keywords. Google has determined that this article right here, this is #1 in the organic search, is very relevant to these keywords right here. So let's click on that page. This page on this website is very relevant to divorce decree modification. If you look through it, you can see the keywords are in the title. Here they are in a subtitle. Here's divorce. Here is decree and modify. So this page is very relevant to divorce decree modification, which is the intent of this page. We want to be found under those keywords when people do go to Google and search on anything related to divorce decree modification. Organize your content by keyword topics to focus relevancy. Okay, so back to this website. Let's take a look at how this website is organized for keywords. If you look at the topics on the website, you can see that there's individual pages for adoption and divorce, divorce military, domestic violence, etc. Essentially what we're doing here is these are the keywords that this website wants to target in the search engines. So we've created pages that focus on very specific topics like child custody attorney in Colorado Springs or property division attorney in Colorado Springs. And then we talk about these keywords in this page. What we're doing here is we're not mixing in a whole bunch of different topics. This page is very focused on marital property, Colorado Springs. So that tells Google that this page is about one specific thing, and that helps Google find this page and associate it with the keyword. So when somebody searches on a marital property or a property division attorney, so let's go over to Google and do property division attorney. And we'll just throw Colorado Springs in there because it's local. And we see right here at the very top is that page that has been optimized for that keyword. So the trick is to not put all your topics in one page, but to break your website out into separate pages for the individual topics. So let's talk about some SEO tips for focusing the relevancy in your web content. So let's go over to Google and do a search on some keywords we want to be found under. In this case, Colorado Springs marital property lawyer. Search on that. And the very first page in the organic search is marital property lawyer attorney Colorado Springs. So if you were a searcher searching on those keywords, that would jump right out at you. That's exactly what you're looking for. So let's click on that. And here we're back on this page. And here's some tips to make this page optimized for the search engines. First of all, the title tag. Now, I hate to throw SEO jargon at you, but this is one of the most important places for your keywords to be. And I've switched over to Firefox so you can see the title tag. It's at the very top of the screen up here. And you can see that in the title tag, we have marital property, lawyer and attorney, Colorado Springs. So those are the keywords that this page needs to be about. Google looks at the title tag first, and then it checks the rest of the page to see if there's balance between the keywords that are in the title tag and what's in the rest of the article. So then, now looking down at this page, this right here is the title of the article, and in HTML or SEO jargon, this is what's called the H1 tag, or the heading 1 tag. And what I like to do is I like to make this part of the page, the title of the page, match as close as possible and still be readable, the title tag up here. So you can see that the first keywords, marital property, lawyer, attorney, Colorado Springs, are identical in the title tag and in the H1 tag. Scanning down the page, you look and see that there's the keywords attorney and lawyer and marital property division in Colorado Springs are in what's called an H3 tag, or this is a third level title. And H3 is an HTML bit of jargon, but most webmasters and then content management systems like WordPress or Joomla will make it very easy for you to make these H1 tags and H3 tags. Okay, so let's scan the wording of the article. And the first thing I want to say is it's important to write a great article that when your prospects read it, they have a good feeling that you really know what you're talking about in terms of the keywords. So what the goal of this page is to convey that this lawyer really understands marital property, that they're in Colorado Springs, and gives the reader the motivation to contact them and hire them to be their lawyer. So having said that, we still want to get those keywords in there. So we got to have property division, and we got to have Colorado Springs and divorce and marital property in this article, and that needs to be the focus of the article, but we don't overdo it. Okay, there's no hard and fast rule, there's no percentage of keywords. Just make the article focused about marital property, an attorney, and Colorado Springs. But this is a nice long article telling you what you need to know about marital property division in Colorado Springs, a little bit of motivation in there, and then the call to action, the contact. Some tips about keyword location throughout your article. Do you remember back in middle school when your English teacher told you that when you're writing a story or writing an article, that at the beginning you introduce the topic, you tell them what you're going to say, in the middle you say what you're going to say, and then at the end you tell them what you said? Well, this is good writing, and this is how Google likes to figure out what an article is about. So get your keywords in the introduction. Property division and Colorado Springs are up here right in the first sentences. Then throughout the article, we pepper the keywords in there. And then it's important at the end to repeat the keywords again at the end so that Google goes through this and sees that you told them what you're going to say, you said what you're going to say, and then you wrapped it up repeating what you just said. Final SEO tip is linking to this page using the keywords that the page is about. So let me go to the home page and demonstrate this to you. If we go to the home page, here's a nice intro article about this lawyer, and if we scan down here, we see this sentence, are you divorcing and dealing with marital property division? So this link right here, the anchor text or the text used for the link, when you click on it, goes to that page. And what that's telling Google, going back here, when you have the keywords in a link to a page, that's a signal to Google what that page is about. So throughout your website, link to your different pages using the keywords. Warning, don't overuse the same keywords in your anchor text of your links. Try to vary the keywords that you link in and around your website. It looks unnatural to Google if you're constantly, every time property division appears on your website, it's a link to the same page. You want to vary it, throw different words in the link, and don't overuse it. That concludes this video on how to implement keyword relevancy in your contact. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.